You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Holy crap. All right, you know what? Sweet! I've always wanted to offer Monarch Viva la Revolution. No. Is there anything extra? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Turn around and leave. What happens? Can the narrator actually control me from the get-go? Did I actually get away from his, This will prove whether the narrator has control over, this.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope, and I don't even know where I am, so it doesn't matter. I'll go to the cabin and slay the princess. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope, the only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk the opposite direction now. Alright, yep, that one.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Yeah, but she's not scared of nothing, so I'm not either.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Alright.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
See, now you're talking to me like a separate entity. You're the hero and you are trying to convince me of something.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Alright, so narrator created this. Or at least can manipulate it to some degree. Great. Groovy. Love it. Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Who's the everyone, though? Okay. Good, maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods to ask me to kill someone for them.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
You are getting into a concept that I very much don't like. The idea that everyone else deserves to live as long as the one dies. As if the one doesn't have a say. You can go screw yourself. That concept has never sat right with me.
And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
No, I don't think I'm part of everyone anymore. You sound like it's your world, not mine.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Oh,
would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
You are just made of douche. No, there's no fighting there. This is there. I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Fine. Nope. Oh, yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Nope. In your words, no one else will ever live because everything will end. So I can walk away and I'm not making the wrong choice for anyone who ever will, because they won't. Mr. Doublespeak. Read 1984 Munch. You're talking over yourself.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Yeah, I'm never getting away from it, but I think I'm in the long quiet right now, as the construct princess thing told me when I brought her a vessel.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
I'm sorry. Wait, I didn't just turn around. I ran into... How many princesses are there?
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Which is both exactly what the princess, what the thing in the long quiet needs the princess to do, but you seem to actually be against, because when you want me to enter the cabin, you want me to, oh my god, he doesn't want the thing to become whole again. Why does it, he wants this to keep going forever. Oh, I get it. No matter what, as soon as I get back into it, he wants me to kill because she never becomes whole, and the construct that's created in this perpetually keeps going. So what's on the line for the narrator is obvious. It's he ends. The narrator's world ends if this ends.
Wait, what's going on?
Right? That's why I have to kill her, because I always have to come back and kill her again, and as long as the cycle continues, she's never whole. This is a make us whole moment.
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility, because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Your world, not mine. Get it right.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Screw you for not explaining yourself.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Chapter 2 of the string.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Are those walls? Did he wall me in so I couldn't do that same thing?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
He walled me in! Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go into the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
I kind of stumbled onto like a dozen other cabins, at least. So, just cut the bull.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
All right, who's gonna talk to me now after I said that?
I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Oh god, wait. Voice of the contrarian. Oh, I hate contrarians. I simply despise them. That's basically, that's the internet. Every time I do my job, that's the entire internet. Okay.
He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
And we are going to do that. I'm sorry to play a contrarian, but, you know, screw you.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Shut up, narrator. Wait. Okay. Okay, well, forever is apparently a concept into this game. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods. Forever.
Oh, that's clever! A little boring, though.
No. I want to see what the narrator can try to force on us.
It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing?
I want to see if the narrator can force us to do more.
No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something.
Why?
Alright, so it's decided, even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing forever.
Nice.
Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me?
That's what I thought. You only have so much control over this. And the world's creeping in on the edges of me.
What is that weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here.
It's the narrator's world disappearing. Don't worry about it. It's happened before.
Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
No, I'm sure it's fine. The world around you is unwound. Is physical matter replaced by a textured nothing? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. I find myself in the long quiet once again. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Ooh. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I never interacted with her, and the long quiet really didn't like that. Because I didn't bring any more vessels. I never interacted with the princess, so I couldn't bring anything to the long quiet. Oh, I get it.
You're here to slay her.
Yeah, I've heard you, Bull. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna silently continue to the cabin. I'm gonna play nice with her. I'm gonna play nice and see what happens.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay. I don't have to talk. But it's not, I'm going all nice.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Yeah, it's a pristine
the
blade.
is your implement.
Nope. Into the basement. I can just be nice.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Yep, same thing as last time when I didn't take it.
Illuminated by her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yep, I'm saving you. I didn't tell the narrator though yet.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I know.
Don't let it fool you.
Yeah, don't let it fool you. But I am... I'm... You know what? Silent. Just going down with it. Just... Continue... How do I...
Good. You're still listening to reason.
No, shut up.
It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Yeah, that's not gonna hold her at all, though. That arm comes off pretty easy.
She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Yep, I'm about to help you right now. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Shut up, narrator. I already got my mind made.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
You don't know that yet. I've died no matter what I do, but I ran into the handsy grabsy long dark.
No, you're doing the right thing.
No, you're doing the right thing. Okay, so the hero's not me.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Okay.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe I can go look for it?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay. I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Yep. Let's go.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Knew it!
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
You're a jerk, narrator. He does have control when he's around. He can force it.
Is someone else here?
No.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
No, you're still talking to me.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
I shouldn't have let my intentions be known to him.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Okay, return to the...
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Yeah, well, I think you shut me in here, so that's on you, I think, right? I was looking for a key.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I'm not in a mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, seems like they did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Yeah, whoops.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Okay. Don't stop the music. The last time you did that, You gave an arm and a leg to get out of those, but mostly the arm.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Maybe I should have brought the knife to make that a little easier.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
All right, the narrator is pulling the strings here.
Or we could use it to free her.
Yep.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine.
You gave it to me. You shouldn't have done that.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Oh.
You cut into her flesh.
Stop it with the squishies.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Oh. She just got big eyes.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Kind of hot though. She's got such a high pain tolerance. You won't have to worry about, like, you know, going and having fun doing something like adventurous because she's like, oh, I'm gonna hurt myself. Like, she's fine with it. She can lose a hand. She can do anything. They put blood around her mouth. That's creepy.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Well, I mean, maybe she's that excited to be free.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door. Yeah, sure.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Told you. Narrator is pulling the strings.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Is he really gonna force me to kill her? What?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
So the voice of the hero, those are all my voices. These are these are fragments of me. I am undone. These are the fragments of me inside of me, but I'm that thing.
Watch me.
And the narrator can force his will onto it, which is how he forced the princess down there and forces me to do this.
What are you doing?
I don't want to do this. This is really awkward. Oh, that might as well say only Monica. I need to actually play Doki Doki Literature Plus on this channel. That might as well say only Monica over and over. All right, hold on. Is there not a Monica? Is it Slay the Princess Slay? Warn her. Got it.
Stop that.
Screw you, dude. I'm gonna die.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I don't think the narrator's gonna let me live. And if he lets me live, she can't let me live anymore. I'm a dead man.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Did I really get her?
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Because I warned her.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Yeah, screw you, dude. I'm made to serve as your puppet. You let me know what I'm doing here and maybe I'll do what you want. Nope. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No, I can actually still resist you.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
She's still cute like that, even with the blood on her mouth. I wish maybe I had bought the blade so she didn't have to start biting like a crazed wolf.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Giving you the middle finger, narrator. Suck it.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, she knows she has to kill me. Okay, yeah, that was one of two scenarios I believe we came up with.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh boy.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
So the hero is part of me.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Yeah, shut up, narrator. Maybe you should have said more.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Oh, you hate this, narrator. I'm loving that you're really hating this.
I'm sorry.
Didn't expect that, but that's fine.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Yeah, it's becoming a little apparent.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Maybe I should have given her a guide, try to hit the circle, place my hands on my chest and been like aim here.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
No, I think it can. I keep dying in chapter 1 no matter what I do. The world ends, or I'm locked up in the basement, or she murders me. I think I'm supposed to die in chapter 1.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
This is super intriguing and cool. I have to say, this is really, really cool. And gruesome, but cool.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Damsel. The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
The music's back to being distorted. So it's a distorted reality from chapter 1 again.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, God. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first
You're
time.
not gonna admit to it still, to being like the puppet master to all this?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Wait, who am I talking to this time? That was the opportunist last time, and it's now it's...
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Alright, now I've got the smitten one. Oh, he's smitten with her because I tried to save her. Oh god, I like his voice. He's so upbeat. We have to save her. Okay. Let's go, love struck dude.
Our beloved?
Relax, my beloved. All right, let's go.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Oh god. I'm already annoyed with him, but it's fine. We'll work it out.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I don't know if he'd go that far, but his pecker on her cheek. That's getting you in the ballpark of what he's going for, I think.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Oh. Okay. You know what? Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you?
Those are two very different. Let's say for a moment
Okay.
you died last time. You were the one who did us in, villain.
Yeah, okay, I wanted to make sure. He did the same dialogue, but you were the one that killed us. Yep.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
I don't think she's really a princess.
I beg to differ.
Oh, God.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
You are banking on me having common sense? Ever heard of Maleficent? Yeah, that's what I thought. You're backing the wrong horse.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
The long quiet construct, or the thing that's in the long quiet, absolutely made it sound like we're compartmentalizing. She was talking about putting us in a box. We'll always come back to the box to realize what we were, but is the thing in the box now in its new world? So we put a lid on that to live something else inside of that it ended, so the inside of that this is Schrodinger's cat. If Schrodinger's cat had Schrodinger's meal, which was the meal for the cat that's inside of a box, that was Schrodinger's rat, which is the meal for the cat that the cat will never know until the box is open or closed whether there's a rat or not, and that rat is Schrodinger's cheese, which the rat will never know about if the cheese exists until the box is either open or closed for her. This is getting really weird. All right, let's go.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
We closed the box and we left it to Schrodinger, whatever.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I don't think she did.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
God, I wanted to be nice, but if I even get the hint of an opportunity to kill the smitten one, I'm gonna throw him down the fire shaft of hell like so fast. Jesus Christ, dude. All right.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
I have to kill him. I'm with them. I'm going to find a way to save her from that cabin.
That's right, you can't stop all of us.
Yeah, you can actually, but we won't talk about that.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
Oh my God, I agree with what you're saying, but shut up.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
To end you and the smitten one at this point. I'm afraid to talk about this princess because we gotta get to the smitten one.
Just be quick about it.
Okay. No. The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world? That is different.
Just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
But so far with the control you're showing, you know she can do it because you made her able to do so, and you made me able to stop her. I believe I'm keeping up with it, even though you're not telling me those things, because I've been where you don't know, boy. All right, let's go.
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
God. Is this really a voice I have to keep inside of me forever? I swear to Christ. Okay, dude.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Please, can we save the princess and lock up the smitten one? Okay, for everyone who's simping over the smitten one, I'll give him more dialogue probably with this.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Okay. Any extra?
I'm not. Of course you're special.
Yeah.
Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
Yeah, he's got extra dialogue if you go long enough.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
Oh, I absolutely will. I'll throw you over a cliff, dude. Like, he's being a little more nice than me. Are we kidding here? Okay. You're being cagey. Don't say anything, Smitten. Just keep a level head. Think with the head on your shoulders. Up above your heart, and you're not doing a handstand.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just...
Yeah, you said that.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us.
Which is true because you're a liar. Alright, that's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Let me walk up that hill without you saying something, Smitten. I swear to Christ, I will cunt punt you. Like, I'm tired of your shit.
A warning before you go any further.
Don't.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
See, I'm afraid of that line because of the smitten one.
We already told. I think we've already been over this. Pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Whoops. I skipped his line. Where I told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the one thing in the world we can believe in. No, I heard that and I immediately, my body rejected that. All right.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
I should have killed her. I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her next after this.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them.
Thank you.
Some things are better kept quiet.
Yeah, keep it in your pants.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
You shut your mouth, narrator. I wouldn't be in this if you just talked to me about what the hell is going on. Damn it.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries.
Because it's like a fantasy.
A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I wonder why it looks like this. Maybe because this is more like a Tangled type situation now because of the smitten one.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh, it's romance music. No, look at the starry night that we can look out that window. I'm not taking it. And you didn't mention the mirror again. Hold on. Wait.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
There's a table. Yeah, you said
blades.
that.
There's definitely a mirror.
Smitten? I swear to Christ.
There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
I'm throwing you down the... Can I throw him out the window? Is it like Zord? Can I toss him off the edge?
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
I do like the music in the background. It's really nice. This music has been really pleasing. I want to see how handsome I am. Just...
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time
You said that.
Very different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
You're paying attention to the scenery, but just... You had eyes for 2 mounds. And that's pretty much where your second head stopped thinking.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Yeah, I was.
So focus up.
Alright. Mirror time.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Shut up.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe it clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
So he's removing the mirror. He's a liar. Or that's our portal into what the narrator can't control out of his own creation. Cool.
But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Oh, I will fuck him up the second I can. God. I regret everything because of him. We gotta go the pacifist route still. Okay. No, we're not taking the blade. Just enter the basement. You'll throw us a knife anyway.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Yeah, a place that you wouldn't want to free her from, like you've been saying over and over. It wouldn't be doing her a favor, right?
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Oh my god! Come off your high horse!
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's my beloved, says the smitten asshole.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Disney scrapped you for being too Disney.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Thank you, hero.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
That you planted.
You walk down the stairs
she looks better
and lock
now.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Still concerned about that second chain. Starting to make me think that I at one point was bound to that wall as well, if I'm her other half. It's not her other arm that was bound. Starting to think it was me. I should have looked in the mirror a little bit more carefully to see if I had a chain around my hand. Or leg, or something. She does look different. It's more frilly. She's got like that Frozen vibe going on or something.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right?
But I can. And I would like to kill a part of myself, apparently. I think the smitten one is a part of the hero who is all a part of me. And the narrator can hear everything on that side of things. And I'm gonna go Fight Club on my face about right now.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero.
Don't!
I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Do not feed him! the wolf you feed is the one who wins. Don't actually pander to the smitten one. I don't want to hear him!
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she said you're back. That's the more important part. She remembers, so now the narrator will remember that you've actually been here, or he'll know now.
And she called us a hero.
Oh, screw off, hero. Yeah, hero, whatever. Oh, no. Don't start sounding like the smitten one.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Oh. Baboons and Shakespeare and shit.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Not exactly here, but I've been in somewhere that didn't want me to jam this pin in my eye and my ear hole and everything that makes me see, hear, and feel things. Smitten one, you got something to say?
That's right, villain. You killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
This voice 123 actor, I hope got paid quite a bit. I hope he got, I do like the voice acting, but I'm just saying for this one in particular, I hope they're actually all the same person, and I'm not catching that all the voices are the same person trying to put on a different accent, but because that's what it's kind of sounding like to me. But anyway.
And you've died before, so an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
What?
What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
So he knows worlds can be damned to oblivion. I'd really hope I'd be the first. Hold on. Narrator is also infinite, but not infinitely powerful. And since he's so worried about dying and doesn't recur in the loop with you, he is actually existing separately in every instance, unlike you and the princess. So you really are constructs, and it's almost like I'm putting it together. It's like there's an individual piece of the narrator in each instance, but you are the entire whole painting. You never change. You could add trees, take away, you could change the landscape, but you can't change. While the narrator is suited for the world he's looking at, which there are infinite narrators who all have the same objective, which means why did he do that? If he has this infinite reach over these worlds to create them, why did he split his own self into one individual per, instead of being able to cross over like in the Long Quiet type deal?
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Yeah, I am. Shut up.
We never saw a world end. And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
I'm gonna castrate you and feed you your own balls as his delicacy.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Oh. All right. What happened after I died? I have to ask. Did you end the world after you killed? I'm sorry about what happened last time. Wait. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
Nah, bro, nah.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She gives participation trophies. I hate those things.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Well, we're both infinite. Don't worry about it.
That's because she's perfect.
Oh my god.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? Yeah, it's called The Long Quiet, apparently. I think, maybe, possibly, we'll figure out.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
No, I don't. I think you're being truthful. I believe there is no one else like you. I think actually you're the one trying to face the end and avoid it, but I don't know how this does it for you. Because technically, okay, before I have to listen to the Smitten's bullshit anymore, let's paint a picture here of what's actually happening. There is, again, I've got just some haphazard notes, but there's a construct, and we are part of it. We were once a whole, we were split in twine. But in my head, it's more like the idea of creating a tapestry, a photo, a picture, whatever, where there are always separate beings, but the painting as a whole is to be looked at as one whole, but there are separate parts that make it. You can take a family photo and cut a family member out of it and try to pretend they were never there, but technically for the photo to be whole, you need to put them there whether you like them there or not. It feels like he made something that was greater. The narrator did that he could control, and that he made it to where this thing continues to exist as a whole, and something about the whole doesn't work for his plan, and he cut it apart, and therefore it feels disjointed, like you're trying to get it back. Each piece of that whole realizes it belonged to that picture, painting, something, but the narrator, he sees each piece as being the full picture, because if he sees the whole, there's something drastically dire or bad about that. So there's a piece of him that kind of dictates one person versus another that you kind of cut up a photo or this tapestry or this whatever for. If you put it back together, he has to confront a reality that the whole picture is not good for him. The whole picture is good for the things he created, but literally it's the antithesis. So if it's the antithesis, let's look at it the other side. He says the whole world will end if you don't kill her. But if you kill her, you're serving his goal. And he's saying he doesn't want the world to end. He didn't call your world his world. He said my world, or he didn't say our world. So if we have to flip that script in the antithesis of it, if we don't, and we come together, we make the picture whole, he ends. How? Why? Because, right, that's how that works. It's like a binary switch. He keeps ending when we don't finish it to make it so that he can't be truly beaten by the choices of something that he can't fully dictate, even if it's his creation. The narrator isn't one person. He dictates all the tiny pieces of the puzzle. In The Long Quiet, the construct that had the creation of the princess said, bring me more vessels to make me whole. I'm infinite, but if you bring enough, I become one thing again. She's trying to bring the painting back together. Each narrator wouldn't know each other, because if they knew each other, then his whole structure construct would fall apart. But that means he literally is facing the end of something. His world does end in that moment. That narrator's version. Oh my God, that narrator's version. This is like Soma. Hold on. This is Simon. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. What? No. This is my first full playthrough on this channel ever, isn't it? This is me 8 years ago having the same revelations in Soma. I need to go play that game after this. This is Soma all over for me again. It is that. Except for, what if Simon could create... No, they did. They made the arc. This is... Okay. For anyone who hasn't seen me play Soma, just realize having any kind of Soma vibe, even if I'm even minutely off, is absolutely terrifying. It is a terrifying concept of a game to play. With the implications being soul crushing. Every implication of Soma and a Soma-like game and premise is absolutely devastating. There is nothing good that comes from it. I don't think I'm wrong. My notes literally say like narrator plus me plus hero plus voice of. Opportunist, paranoid, contrarian, smitten. Narrator is infinite as well, question mark. And narrator, there's an error, like narrator and narrator does not equal and then I scratched that out. Narrator's world does not equal, and then I put narrator's world does not equal our world. And then I drew from narrator an arrow that says is a creation, and then instead of from the narrator I drew the arrow over to me instead, is a creation, and then I put under that is a construct pointing back up to the creation and the princess, which looks like a conspiracy chart at this point. And from the princess it's The Long Quiet, and me writing the words I am undone underlined. So I've got like basically my conspiracy chart like right here of what's going on. But this is screwed up. The thing that makes the most sense is the idea that the narrator's not lying. The world really does end, but the narrator's world, and a singular world that the narrator created, and the narrator is aware that there's multiple worlds. The narrator is also, I believe, the original creator of those worlds. And I believe it's to get away from the world the narrator actually comes from, which is there, right there, where it gets absolutely terrifying. So I and the princess, or the constructs that we come from, are undone, and by going through these iterations we put it back together to sustain a world that isn't truly in anywhere for any reason other than as memory, to put in stasis a world that will become undone as well, and is the antithesis of what the narrator wants, which is he's looking for life and fears death, yet seems to be infinite himself because he is alive in every iteration that you have not screwed up. which means in every iteration you have screwed up, and in the iterations before he created that, he did die. And that's the scary implication, that the narrator no longer has to be existing to be present in any of these. Because I don't think I'm wrong on that. That's creepily enough, that's not the first time that I've come to that conclusion and been right, and that's game is called Soma. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to listen to the Smitten one again. Sorry, I'm getting my eyes warmed up so I can roll them a little easier. It strains them when you have to just roll them out of nowhere.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
You're driving me to violence. And Rescue the Princess is the only... I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
No, I don't.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
It looks like the cuff isn't nearly as long, but...
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Wait. Who has real control in Chapter 2? Oh! He didn't expect us to get to Chapter 3. Much less Chapter 2. Oh! Oh! The further we go in, the less control he has.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
I swear to Christ, dude. You're at it like 11. You need to bring it down to an 8 and I'd be okay.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Nope. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Wow. You killed me last time. It hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
You're way too amicable to anything.
Did we?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Can someone order me, like, a freaking, like, I need a blow-up doll just so I can deck it to make one gift that I can put up every time I want to deck somebody like this.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Like you're manipulating. Like throwing a dagger down and locking me in the basement with her.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
You sound way too happy about that.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Oh.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Loud environment. Thank you, Watch. Shut up. Oh. Oh. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all. You know what? That's what the narrator doesn't want.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
The misanthropic ass is you. You manipulating. Oh.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
How is one to take that?
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you. Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out.
No,
But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy. By destroying the world.
Yeah, technically that's what he's saying.
Apparently, yes.
God. Rescue the princess. Let's go!
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, you'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Yeah, exactly.
I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
So they are all me in control of part of my body. So they have, god damn, he is part of me. I hate him so much.
You wouldn't.
I actually would if it ends the smitten one. I'll bite our tongue right now.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
I mean, kind of.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
So every chapter 1 iteration, the princess kills, and that wasn't the narrator's intention. We are to trap and kill the princess. The narrator for the next iteration, chapter 2, doesn't expect us to be there, and therefore isn't prepared for when we say, is this deja vu? But the princess confirms that we did get a step further in. The first time I went through this, I got to chapter 3, and he admitted, I didn't expect you to get past chapter 1, much less chapter 2, meaning he knows it actually does meld and bend based on the choices you make. And he never wanted you to make choices other than to end the princess. Every chapter you go in, even if this is his creation, his power gets less. To the point that even your imagination, because he warned you, if you imagined she could do it, he basically spelled out your imagination does bend the fabric of reality here. And while all you could do in the first iteration is resist him, in the second one, it literally makes her a different person whose wrist can just slip off the cuff because he only made a cuff that could trap the first iteration of the princess, not the second one, whose imagination is, your imagination changes her. So yeah.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Wow. The taste, what he made me think.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Do we live happily ever after?
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
I don't trust this yet, but we're good.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
You haven't shown me anyone else out there, so I'm calling your bluff.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Ugh!
What do we do now?
What do you want to do? Don't say whatever I want to do. That's like asking, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want? I didn't ask you to ask me what do I want. I wanted your opinion. Because I have an answer to this question. What do you want to do? Have an opinion, woman!
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love.
Shut up, Smitten! What does she gotta say? Have an opinion!
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Let's just go ahead and get this.
Yeah, could I get the number 3 large with a Hi-C orange as the drink? And also, I have my girlfriend with me. She's a princess. Can you get her like a medium fry? Can you get her a medium fry? Yeah, she said she'll have whatever I'm having, and yeah, just get her the medium fry. You know what? Just order 2 number 2s, and she's just gonna take all of my fries and say that she just wanted to bite.
I like the restaurants that actually do give you extra food if you tell them, I'm getting a meal. And have you guys ever heard of the restaurants that do say, and I've got a girlfriend or whatever, and they give you extra fries? Because that's a real thing now. All right, she's that one. She's taking my fries. I'm gluten-free, and she's like, you're free of what? Eats all the fries, chomp.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Okay.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Nah, I doubted a few things.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
Uh-oh, she thought.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Don't! Oh. I want you to tell me what you want. Okay.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Uh-oh. 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 I should have saved. Uh-oh. 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 The music. Uh-oh.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Uh-oh. I want to go back a step and save it. This isn't right. Let's just get out of here. Let's yeet.
That sounds perfect.
Wait, it was sounding diabolical. Now it's fine?
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Really?
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
Alright.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Why not?
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Who would have seen that coming?
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Jesus Christ, dude. Unless you're about to go Hulk and bust down a door, I don't want to hear you. Please just put your Johnson up.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Oh God, your pockets better run deep too with how much you're gonna be like. You're gonna let her be a gold digger. You won't do anything to stop her. I hope your career as the smitten pays well.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm not going along with the every whim. It's just he's there and I listen to his bull.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Thank you. That's what it feels like. Wait. Wait. We are two parts of a whole, and he can't control us as far as if we get lower down. I want to save it. Part of me wants to think that this actually should be possible. If we try together, he technically shouldn't have hold in chapter 2, right?
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding?
Suck it, narrator.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
Shut up, Smitten. You're ruining it.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Oh my God. Oh. I'm not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Draw the into the world and make him suffer.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
The edges are coming for me and the music changed. Oh God. Hey, long quiet. It's been a while. She's about as empty as vessel as you get. She's gonna eat all my fries, have half my vanilla milkshake, and forget that the burger I got is the only burger I can hit because I got the gluten-free bun. So I can't have a piece of hers. That's what you get. Did you like it, Long Dark? Take the smitten while you're at it. Shove it right up her ass and give her some substance. At least she'll have some junk in her trunk, because the smitten is just pure junk. He's garbage. Shove it up her trunk. She has substance. Now you got a vessel. You got a heart. You got a badonkadonk. We'll work from that. Jesus Christ. All right.
A happy ending at last.
Oh.
We did it. What should we do now?
We're gonna die. Probably.
Where did everything go?
There you go. Grabby hands, where are you? I need you, Long Quiet.
Where did he go?
Wait, yeah, the narrator actually did leave again. Well, his world is over now, so...
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eye.
Oh, the smitten is going away too good.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
No.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Wait, he did mention having a feather out of place and said, quick, our feathers, pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess. We really do have feathers. We're like a chicken boy. We are like a chicken monster. No, that's no joke. He says, like, preening yourself in front of a mirror. We are actually a monster that is not human. We have feathers. We came from a T-Rex. Oh God, there they are. Well, that's about as empty a vessel as you get. I hope you like it. The long, quiet place. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
Because every single time we re-go through this, we remember what we are by looking in that mirror, I think. Whoa! I'm getting existential with this. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared. What? So there's only so much that the hero and oh yeah, that's right. Because the hero disappears as well. We are the construct that is the other half of the thing that's in the long quiet.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Well, yeah, it will be the end of you. Not me.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Alright, we definitely have feathers at this point. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. Or I'm just approaching the mirror. I should have saved it, but you approach the mirror.
Oh, I don't like that silence.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Yeah. We don't have a shackle around our wrists. I don't see that. You've grown. Have we really? I'm not seeing much growth in there. I am seeing chicken legs and feathers near my thighs. I'm not seeing a shackle on my wrist like I was ever chained, but that doesn't mean anything. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Yeah, okay, we're there. Wait, proceed to the cabin. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, so how much of her did I give her this time? You are at the cabin. Approach her.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither?
I gave you as empty a vessel as it comes. You can make of that whatever you want.
But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete.
Wait, your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return? So I can't die in chapter 1? How about if I go for the kill then?
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Wait, what? What?
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
So before, I gave her a literal heart cut out from that tree that had feelings, emotions, rage, all these other things. This one is a blank slate. It has very few feelings, but is a whole vessel. So, like, I'm getting pieces of a thing? Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
You speak in some riddles, but I believe I understand what you're saying. But you don't have to... I don't have to feel like I'm reading Dickens kind of explanation of you saying, like, I grew up a little bit from you doing that. So, you know, everyone changes. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection.
Yeah, talk me through your process.
Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
Whew.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Goof. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
Called time passing, but you are kind of infinite and forever doesn't really apply to you, so I'll give you a pass on that saying.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
Whew, boy.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
And to know me? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can't I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
So, if I tried to go back down the path of just doing the one I just did, I'd be barred from doing it.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
She's not afraid of that outcome, which tells me quite a bit. Which is the idea of life and death are not part of her landscape, basically, in this long quiet, which I think speaks volumes. Wow, the long quiet speaks volumes. That's an oxymoron.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Which means she doesn't know the outside of what the narrator created. So how does the narrator create something that then does not know? She doesn't know her own creator. That means whatever she is isn't what the narrator meant to create, right? Right, I think so. That's why she needs to die. To create this state of perpetual being so the narrator's iterations keep living to avoid the whole world ending, because if the world they're in ends, then the stasis that he's in ends in that particular iteration of everything. Right? Right, cool.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
It helps. What do you want me to bring you? Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Well, you know what? I brought you nothing one time, and you kind of snubbed your nose at me because I walked away from the cabin over and over. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe your input helps.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
No, one of them you did not like. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? This empty-headed bimbo. Do you have any thoughts on... Bimbo might not be the right word, but still.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you. and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Okay, good. For the times you're gonna rip my heart out when you try to kill me next.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Wow. Magic does exist in this world. Turning women into objects. That's some alchemy right there. I think I saw it on Full Metal. Alright. So you don't have any preference on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
What am I, though? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Okay, that's a lot to digest. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. This time, the T in the long quiet is capitalized, so that's an important point to make. To them, the vessels, you are a gate to something more. And any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price to pay for freedom. Freedom from the long quiet into what? Or freedom from what that binds you to not be able to act in the long quiet? Or freedom to have a vessel that is free to make its own choices independent of my choices? That last one actually seems like it's the fair point. It seems like her choices are bound to my choices. The narrator's created a world where she is only reactional. She's not causational. She can only cause my demise, but she can't cause herself to just be free by default. It's my world to bend. So her freedom would be free to choose beyond causation, right? Beyond being reactionary, rather.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
But what am I then?
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Oof. That's a flip on how people think of that. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. Ooh. Since I wouldn't know your absence, I wouldn't know joy of having you by my side. Ooh, people usually do that the opposite way. Like, not having you by your side hurts me, but she's like, I could not feel joy of having you by my side because I wouldn't know your absence. Okay, she's actually, I understand what she's getting at. Okay. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Okay. I produced the opportunist, the contrarian, and the smitten, but I did not make the paranoid. I don't know how to make him. The paranoid only showed up randomly in a 4th chapter, so I guess I did make him.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Ooh. Okay. Save. Hold on. Do I really? I can't attack. She said it wouldn't work. Attack the entity, destroy your body. You raise your will to end your life, but as It buries into the space your body should be. You feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Ooh, I tried. I can't get to her either. Not as she is, she already said that. Your will cuts. So my literal will is what's actually doing this. Cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
As we are. So what were we? What are those hands actually? I guess they're all the different makings of her, bringing her into the long quiet. Guess I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Jesus.
We will meet again.
Whoa! Everything goes dark and you die. Okay? Oh. Chapter 1, here on the Princess. We've never seen this before.
On the path. You're here to slay.
Nope. Okay. Okay. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution!
That's the spirit.
All right.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're going straight for the heart on this one. She's gonna murder us. We're taking the knife too. This is not gonna be the best. But she said they don't hold it against me.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Yeah.
The blade is your implement.
It sure is. And this is the first time I'm taking the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
All right. Enter the basement. Guns a-blazing.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Yeah.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
It's just, okay.
Who's there?
Uh-oh. She's never sounded like that, but this is the first time I've come down the stairs with a knife.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I think she is.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Shut up, narrator. I'm the one that's about to die. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you? Is that the paranoid?
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Uh-oh.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I mean, why not? She's chained there, so why not?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
This is bothering me. Something else was chained here.
She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
No, I wasn't, but you're sounding really dangerous. I don't like that tone from you, young lady. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
You're not sounding talkative. Not the way I want it.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked?
She will pick it up and stab us.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It's becoming of me. I'm gonna come and be wherever I want. Tighten my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
This is what the narrator wants, so I'm interested to see how this ends.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Yeah, I am.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Yeah, I have actually been wondering that over and over and over.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Wow, she flipped the script. As soon as I'm not the one saying it, she just out and out says it. All right.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
You're gonna kill me, but, you know, we've been through this before.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
This is... This is the first time I'm gonna be hitting Slay the Princess. Save. Just in case I screw up my entire game.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
I have feathers.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
Take the blade back. Take it back.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Well, you're done. You're done.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Whew.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Please take your knife back. She's not dead. In the slightest.
But is it over? Really over?
No. Of course not.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
No, it's not.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Okay. Hero. Stop. She will bite through her own arm. She'll bite through my arm. Grab the blade and swing wildly behind you as you run out of that basement. She is alive.
I really don't think you should do that.
Even the narrator knows better.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
Uh-oh. Wait, what? He knows she can't be killed?
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
That's right. Their beliefs shape the reality. As far as I'm putting it together, as long as I do not check her pulse, she's dead. But if I believe a pulse could be there, she's alive. I think that's what the narrator's getting at. Just like the door did open when I thought the two of us could open it together. If I check her pulse, she is alive. But if I don't, she's dead. I'm just gonna go cold-blooded. She's gonna stab me in the back because I even thought about her being alive. Can I remove... I feel like I should remove the blade. Remove the blade.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt.
Uh-oh.
But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
Ooh, I should have just left.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Ooh.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth.
Oh.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I should have left. Ooh, I don't like that.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah.
You're here to slay her.